Hello,
My boys.
my boys,
And one woman.
and my girl.
3 men and a lady.
Three men and a little lady.
There you go. Oh, it's making sounds.
So, we went and saw Krampus this evening. Yeah, we went and saw Krampus this evening. I mean, what do you add to that? Honestly,
This is the worst birthday week of my life.
that explains it just about. Merry Christmas
Yeah.
to all, by
Yeah.
the way.
To all a
Happy
good
birthday,
drunken
Tyler.
slumber.
Yeah, just about.
Probably had to be drunk to see it.
Oh God.
It probably would have been a lot more fun.
It would have been a lot more fun because
So let's start off with trailers.
with
Because
trailers.
the trailers were great.
I like trailers. There was the PG-13 Deadpool movie.
Oh yeah.
No, it's
That actually looked okay.
Well, it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be great.
That looked,
Yeah, Deadpool's gonna be
I
awesome.
didn't know how you would feel.
It's a
No,
rated-
we're excited about
No, I gotta.
It's
that.
gonna.
Everybody's excited.
Let me be the first one to say that the Deadpool movie is rated R.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the trailer
Really?
was.
Yeah,
Yeah. The trailer
What
was.
was
it was
PG-13? You said
the trailer was
PG-13.
PG-13.
The trailer was
because it's a
PG-13
PG-13 movie.
because of Krampus.
Oh.
It'd be an
so
R-rated if we went to
Deadpool
see.
was rated R.
Yeah, it will be rated R. If we went to see an
Oh.
R-rated Krampus, which that helped, then it would have honestly made it would have made the trailer R. So
I would recommend you watch the trailer after we do this video because it's
Deadpool-
pretty great.
Yeah, Deadpool's great. Watch the R-rated trailer. PG-13 trailer, it's good and all,
It's
but they cut out cuss words. So no, not cool.
There's Barbershop 3.
Oh my god.
Which
I didn't even
think
know there
it
was
was
like
three.
the first one.
I
Four.
think I don't know
I think
what
it was
it
two,
was,
it was two.
but it's called The Next Cut.
was
There's
the
definitely a
second
2. There's
That-
definitely a
I
2.
thought that was 2.
I don't know if they spun off
I
other
guess you
barbershops.
can consider it 4 if you counted like Beauty Shop as Barbershop 3.
I don't know.
Nicki Minaj, like what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
It's
Nicki
barbershop.
Minaj is making a cameo.
Yeah,
What?
Tyga's a bad guy. Well,
Yeah,
whatever.
he's a
I don't know who
drug
half
dealer,
those
something
like that.
freaking people were.
Not great.
And then there was The Boy,
Oh, the boy!
which was
Oh.
beautiful.
Stay tuned for April because then comes the boy.
Oh,
The
wow.
boy is
Ooh.
like Krampus's younger brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
No, there was that one thing in Krampus. It reminded me of.
I'm probably gonna watch
freaking-
that movie and root for the doll the entire time.
I know. Oh, it looks so great.
Spoiler alert
It's-
for the boy.
it's-
There's a doll involved.
It's literally someone hired to babysit a doll.
No, I think they went to adopt the kid, and then the kid ended up being a doll, and they're like, oh,
Yeah, but
okay.
they seem like one of those old
I-
couples that are like really freaking out of it. And
I
they
could
think
have
that
sworn that they literally hired a nanny because they were going on
Yeah, I
vacation.
think they hired a nanny
Oh,
because they
okay.
went on vacation.
Yeah.
And they were gonna watch the doll, and she's like, "Are you?"
Were they in like a different
Okay.
country or something? Because she's like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's
she
from
yeah she
America.
came from the U.S. to. Wow, it's great.
Yeah. Just stay
Nice.
tuned.
Looks really funny.
Yeah.
Go see it.
Quintino's Hateful Eight.
Looks interesting.
Yeah, that looked okay.
It looks like a Quentin
A lot
Tarantino
of
movie.
bigger names. I mean, kind of.
It has Christoph Waltz again. It has Samuel Jackson
Samuel
again.
Jackson. Hey.
And then there was the Suicide Forest movie.
Oh yeah, Suicide Forest. The Jack.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Forest. It's just called The Forest.
I thought the whole like all the trailers were gonna be freaking horror movies or something.
Well,
Well, the
After
first,
that, it was
I
the
mean,
there's
first two, and I'm
Barbershop.
like,
That's a
oh.
horror movie.
Arguably, they are all horror movies.
that's a horror movie in its
With-
own.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say that's a horror movie itself.
With exception.
Quentin Tarantino's and the Hateful Eight and the Deadpool movie.
It was like half and half.
Yeah.
Horror and not horror.
Yeah. It's either horror or comedy. It seems like.
Yeah. I mean, that's what this movie felt like. So, transitioning to Krampus.
Yeah. The beginning was awesome.
The beginning was awesome.
That was a freaking hilarious.
That was awesome. That was great.
I was
Great
really
job.
confused. 'cause
You know what it reminded me of? National Lampoon.
Yeah,
National
it was
Lampoon.
like a
I
mixture.
feel like it was
I-
solely based off of National
I
Lampoon.
felt more of a
Yeah.
vibe from like Jingle All the Way, where they all break in the department store and it's just anarchy and chaos.
Oh, you're talking
No.
about that beginning.
Yeah.
At the very, very beginning of the movie. That
The
was
whole
freaking
movie, I
hilarious.
feel like it was like 3 different movies combined.
That's a good way to put it.
The
like,
best way.
What was the part? It was Toy Soldiers. Is that it?
You're thinking of
Were they,
Small
like,
Soldiers.
Small Soldiers. That's it.
No, the best way to describe this movie, because I was telling Ducky in the movie theater, was it's like Gremlins meets The Evil Dead meets
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Here comes Santa
Meets
Claus.
PG.
No, Inception. That's the third.
Oh, there it is.
Inception.
Yep.
There's the full circle. It's Gremlins meets The Evil Dead meets Inception, and
Throwing a
We'll
Christmas
get
twist.
we'll get there to Inception.
directed
later.
by M. Night Shyamalan.
Well, I'll tell you when spoiling happens, but spoiling has not happened yet. So...
It had a very decent start. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
considering this might be a good movie.
Yeah.
And then
And then Krampus comes, and then
then-
expectations
I about
lower.
fell asleep, waiting for something to happen. Oh, why are these horror movies just not good horror movies?
It seems like on like TV when they made the trailers and stuff for it, they showed a lot of like the middle, like a lot more than what actually happened in the actual movie.
Well,
Well,
that's
they
marketing.
I know,
right,
but
right.
it
Yeah.
just seemed like those parts were gonna be like a lot longer, and it was like 20 seconds.
that's true.
There's-
Some of like the kill scenes.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was just like
we're not gonna go into who got. Yeah.
Who got got.
Who got
I
got.
got.
But anyways,
That
yeah,
crap.
I feel like some of them could have been drawn out a little bit more. I mean, in my opinion, it's one of those jump horror movies. It's not one of those like, oh,
It was
you're
freaking
afraid of something.
hilarious.
Oh, it was...
There was too much laughing in that movie.
There really
It
was.
wasn't just us; it was everyone in the theater.
And it's like it would be
Bless
one. It would be one thing
Yes.
if
Get out
this
of
was
here,
like
Krampus.
a empty movie theater and there was like about 10 college students watching this and they were kind of in on the joke, but it was like kids, old ladies.
Even the old lady behind us was laughing.
Like there's
That's
like
all.
tons of people just in the movie theater of different like demographics, and this is the kind of situation where like, all right, some people are actually going to be afraid, whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone was laughing like
Yeah.
the majority of the time.
Yeah. I mean, there were a couple parts that could get the less
Well-
horror experienced person to freak out a little bit, but
It's like a horror comedy, but
Yeah.
it tried to focus a lot more on the horror than the comedy.
and yet
'Cause
the
there's a
comedy
lot of-
prevailed.
Yeah, because there's a lot of one-liners.
Oh god, the one.
So the general synopsis of the movie is it's like a few days before Christmas. There's family coming up from the holidays.
National Lampoons is like that.
It's set up kind of like that, where they just have the really annoying jackass uncle and cousins come in. Who are
Everybody's
just
kind of a
pigs.
jackass in
Yeah.
a stereotype in ways.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like your lovable family is the really busy dad who's got work all the time, and wife who's stretched too thin, and like kind of perfect kids in a way.
Kids who are good
The
at
daughter's
heart,
a
but
bitch, like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
other one.
Good at heart, but
Good at heart, but on the outside,
totally flawed.
but
yeah.
flawed.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
that's what happens.
Um,
And then, like, what is it? Her sister. Her sister's family is literally just Cousin Eddie, except
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
character is
Yeah.
Cousin Eddie.
Yeah.
Except for the baby. The baby.
Except for
The
baby.
baby's a baby. I mean,
Except for the baby, and
but
except
it had
for
Cousin Eddie
wife
face,
was
but
kinda
it's a
cool.
baby.
But like halfway through the movie, I expected the baby to just like pull out a pistol from its like
I expected the baby
pouch
to,
or something
like,
like that.
save
Just
the
like
day.
'cause it's a redneck baby.
That'd be a cool turn.
So yeah, from there, the little kid gets picked on by his cousins. Basically, they start fighting. Basically, gets him to hate Christmas. Rips
Song is
up,
the Christmas.
rips up a paper to Santa saying like, "I just want things to be the way they used to be, and for everyone to be happy." And then that's what causes Krampus to come out and fuck
There's a
shit up.
storm.
Yeah, yeah. He throws it in the wind, and boom, Krampus.
Yeah. Boom, Krampus.
Oh, the other characters are there. There's Cousin Eddie family. There's real family. There's
The bitch aunt.
Bitch Aunt, who is
Bertha. Bertha from 2.5 Men. Same character, just different setting.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then there's German grandmother,
Yeah.
Oh.
who's mom of.
I have to talk
The
about
dad.
this. Her switching from German to English was so confusing.
I was like, why the hell don't you just talk in one freaking language?
Yeah.
And then you have
The
subtitles
voice, like,
and then not
she said
subtitles.
this.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
It's
Yeah.
very inconsistent because there'd be one part where
Like-
the kid is talking to his grandmother, grandmother's talking in German, the kid's talking in
They're
English.
They're just
And then
talking back and
he'll
forth.
translate. It's like,
Well, I mean, I can understand if the kid knows German, that's fine. But they're just talking in two different languages,
Like, they
to each other
understand
and
each
perfectly
other?
understanding each other.
it's like she doesn't want the other people to know, I guess.
I mean,
What
it,
he's
it
saying,
would
but
be...
then he says what she says.
I mean, cousin Eddie's family.
I guess by the end of the day, you understand that she's German, and that's it.
that's
she
her,
has,
That's her character arc.
yeah, her character art. She's German.
There's a little bit more behind it.
Great. Okay, fantastic. Cool. Thanks. Moving on. So he throws it in the wind, and then all of a sudden everything becomes dark because Krampus is coming.
And it storms really bad, and it's really foggy and
There's a storm
wintry
brewing.
and blizzardy. And
I kind of wanted the daughter to live.
Spoiler alert.
Jesus!
Spoiler alert.
I could.
Oops.
Oh my. Whoa.
Oops.
What? Hold your fire. Goodness.
We'll get there.
I'm sorry. I'll put the spoiler up when it comes. Just ignore her.
We'll
She
have a
didn't say
countdown.
anything. We'll get there.
Well, no.
I don't want to cut things. Ignore that. We'll get there.
We'll just
I'm a good
Put a-
person, I promise.
Yes, okay,
screwed
so
up.
go to this point in the video if you don't want the movie to be spoiled. We will tell
You
you
are forgiven.
what we thought of the movie in 3, 2, 1, spoiling things. So, the first person to leave is the daughter
to check on her boyfriend.
to check on her boyfriend because she can't contact the boyfriend because
Because girl
Krampus is an
problems.
EMP.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Krampus shuts down everything.
he just shuts down everything. That's what happens. He makes such a storm, everything's dundies.
Dude, not even
Great.
AM radio.
Yeah, AM radio doesn't even work. He
man,
ruins
that's
everything.
Ham radio.
So she goes to go to his house, and on the way there,
Krampus is there, and it's like, not today, son.
what's up, bro?
yeah, what's up? I'm jumping across rooftops. Nice to see you.
Oh, you're
That-
running away? Oh, let me
that's
run with you.
that's the epitomal moment where I was like, this movie is going to kill me.
I mean, that's where we start laughing because earlier
It just
we
looks
meet.
so bad.
Oh, there's a setup. This whole thing. Well, earlier we meet a like at the start of Krampus, we meet a what's it called? DHL.
Yeah, DHL.
DHL. We meet a DHL
If
driver.
you don't know what a DHL guy is, UPS.
It's UPS
yeah.
or FedEx.
Yeah, just with red.
I remember when DHL was so big, and then all of a sudden they just kind of like fell off the face of the earth. On topic, what happens is she finds a truck, and the guy's in it, and he's like,
Just frozen,
Frozen
dead.
to death.
Yeah, it's just. Oh no.
that's when the laughing started.
Yeah, because it was just
It's just his
perfect.
face.
Perfect, like frozen horror face.
Yeah, he's like horror dead face, and it's like the first thing we think is, how did he get dead?
How did he
just
get frozen
the-
stiff like that?
Yeah, the whole fucking truck just gets frozen stiff.
Nope.
Okay, great, whatever.
Yeah.
So from then, she runs down screaming, and Krampus jumps from rooftop to rooftop, looking what I can only imagine to be the Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, jumping from building to building.
It looked damn silly, and you're just waiting for him to jump down, but instead he's just like running alongside her, and it's like, not too scary. I
Yeah.
would just keep running. Like,
So-
you gonna come down, or can you only stay up there?
So her only option at this point is to just kind of crawl under the
Truck.
The truck.
truck.
With the frozen DHL body.
So
guy.
she's sitting there trying to keep still, and then you saw this from the trailers. The Jack in the Box falls down, slowly turns. Then it opens up, and the thing kind of slowly crawls out, and then it crawls under, and you just see the zoom out of the truck, and you're screaming, and that's it.
And also the
Did it
truck's like
explode or
moving,
something?
and I'm like, why is the truck moving? She's under the truck, and the little bot is under the truck. You don't see what gets her. Is the important part of what happens there.
You presume she's dead because you don't see.
You don't
You
see the rest of
presume
the movie.
she's dead.
She's gone from the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we go back to the house, and they tell her to come back after an hour. So she doesn't come back after an hour, and they're like, "Oh, this ain't good." So at nighttime, Todd Packer from The Office and Benjamin Wyatt from Parks and Recreation decide to go out in the Hummer and try and find him.
Because they're redneck conservative family, and they have guns and a Hummer, and
They're 2015's Cousin Eddie.
Yeah.
Deus ex
Exactly.
machina.
Yes.
Yes. So what happens? They leave to go to her boyfriend's house, and they get there, right?
They get there, and it's just destroyed.
Was that
Yeah.
before or after the thing was going through the thing? Trying to think.
Real
the
specific.
snake thing that we
Oh,
never
the-
see in
the
the
snow
movie.
snake
Was
thing.
it the-
The snake thing.
That was.
Well,
was
the
the thing
snake-
that added-
that was
That happens
before.
after they get out of the house.
No,
Yeah,
that
it
was
was-
before because it bit the guy.
But it bites the guy after they're not scared yet until
Oh,
know.
yeah.
They don't-
'cause they
they
made
think
it in the
it's
house.
looters at first.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
just
they
think
made it in the
there's
house.
someone coming out just
Yeah.
killing people.
There's some sadistic freak thing. That's
Yeah.
what Todd Packer
And
assumes.
what
I
I
can't
didn't
remember these
get-
people's names.
And what I didn't get is
The
that.
only person I remember is
Tom.
Beth.
Tom was the dad.
That's the
That's
only
all I
name
know.
I
Oh
remember.
yeah, Beth.
Max is the kid.
We have to go
Max.
find Beth. I'm gonna do anything to find Beth.
Howie.
Beth,
Howie.
Beth, Beth,
Howard
Beth,
was the cousin Eddie guy.
Oh yeah, Howard.
Dog's name was Rosie.
Yeah, Rosie. Wait, what's the
Grandma's name was Grandma.
No,
No,
it
no,
was
it's-
Omi.
Omi. Omi. What kind of German name is Omi?
That's German for grandma. I don't know.
Is it really?
I don't know something.
You
None of
take
these-
German.
Yeah.
I'm in a German culture class. I'm not taking the language yet. That's next semester.
Culture, family,
You should
Grandma.
be able to-
No, more like Middle Age history, Hitler, yeah. So let's not
Or
go
you
with
just
your
sound
mind
yeah
Kampf
for
statement.
Okay.
Anyways,
Well,
another video.
okay,
you should
so
watch.
yeah, they're in the house. They're like, oh god, there's things that are broken, and there's gingerbread man stabbed against the fridge, and then
They walk out.
Oh no, my buttons.
oh, we'll get there, Brian. Don't worry.
So they leave, and then they hear screaming, like from Beth, assumably. So they run out
Yeah.
further in the fog, and then
That's when.
they see they're like walking around more, and they see a snowplow, and it's just like destroyed.
Well, what about the creepy
Well,
ass
it's just
snowman
it's
thing?
stopped.
The snow, yeah. They come up to this snowplow and it's completely stopped. It's got the big yellow lights
It's
going
not.
around.
Yeah, it's not destroyed, but
Yeah.
like it's like
It's
the windshield smashed.
windshield smashed.
No one's in it. It's
Yeah.
still kind of sitting there.
Yeah, it looks fine.
Keys are in there.
Keys are in there.
You
They're
know,
like,
it's all sorts of spooky. And then,
And then
whoa, they see the glass and the glass is facing outwards. So someone got yanked from the truck. Whoa.
yeah, it was broken in, and somebody got yanked from the truck. Whoa,
Yes.
like, whatever that means.
Yeah.
So from there,
And someone took him. He's taken.
Snow Snake comes out of nowhere,
Snow snake. Yeah.
tunnels through, grabs
Todd Packer.
Todd Packer.
And once he grabs Todd Packer, then Ben Wyatt's like, boom, I got a gun, boom, boom. And then
He's a horrible shot, by the way. I mean, your typical horror movie character can't shoot broadside of a barn.
No,
Not really.
It
He
worked.
got it. It worked.
I think he scared
He
it.
scared it away. He didn't
Well,
kill it.
Well, I mean,
obviously.
It
It
wasn't
worked.
done.
It was
Yeah,
this
it worked.
intimidating ass pose of him with the gun, like, boom, 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 boom. And then, like, it went. It was gone.
it went the opposite direction.
It went the opposite direction. So he's an Eagle Scout. I guess that matters.
Not really.
Well, I mean, anyway.
They made
Let's make
fun.
fun of
So
it.
it gets him made fun of, and then it comes in handy in 5 seconds when he manages to pull Todd Packer back out. His wife is about to leave because he's like, where the hell have they gone? So she's about to leave, but then by that time he gets back, and then they're like, oh no, what happened to you? And they're like, hush, hush. Kids can't know what's happening. Get them fuck out of here. Let's get the aunt to, like, make them alcoholics too. So,
Aunt Bertha.
Aunt Bertha.
Peppermint schnapps.
So,
Oh, yeah.
so of course, like, Todd's got, like, a bite injury, and of course, Ben, the Eagle Scout, can actually, or Tom, is that his name?
Yeah,
Is that his real
Tom.
name? Okay, Tom manages to actually bandage him up. The Eagle Scout.
Yeah.
Great. See, that makes sense. That's
And
a
then
cute little follow.
from there, they're just kind of keeping watch, and they decided to just stay put.
Yeah. From there, they're like, we can't go out there. Bad things are happening. Bad things are happening. So,
So they board up the windows, they keep watch, and that's where the majority of the movie stays.
Yeah, you're pretty much in the house for the rest of the movie. It's really impressive.
and, like, there's stuff like Grandma says, make sure to keep the fire lit. Don't let the fire go out.
Oh, yeah.
That's great and all. Okay, so we have a cute little moment where Todd Packer's like, you're not a pussy since you saved my life back there. And he's like, thanks.
You're a lot better than I thought you were.
Yeah.
because-
And it was like,
I like you now.
oh, you know. It's like, oh, great.
And then they're like, all right, you go with your family, Ben Wyatt, while I watch. And he's like, okay, cool. You're not so bad after all either. And then after he falls asleep like a complete dumbass.
Everybody falls asleep.
Yeah.
So, one,
Totally his
the guy who's trying to keep watch falls asleep.
Yep.
Two,
The
the
person.
person who's watching the fire falls asleep.
Yeah, Grandma, what the heck?
Like, she makes this big deal.
you gotta keep the
You
fire.
have to keep the fire going, and there she is asleep.
To be fair,
Yeah.
she tended to the fire like the whole.
That's true. I mean, goodness
To
gracious.
be
no one
fair,
else
she's a
is on
dunce.
fire.
We're getting there. What happens is
Magic happens from here.
Oh.
True. The movie is pure magic, just like Christmas.
Yeah.
So, out of nowhere, this chain comes down and it looks like a giant rusty fishing line with a gingerbread attached
With
to
the
it.
Captain Hook just.
So, cliche, dumbfound, redneck, fat kid cousin decides, hey, I'm awake, let's obviously go to this really shady hook thing and grab the gingerbread man off of it. What could possibly go wrong?
And it's fun. It's really funny because the hook comes down, and everyone's still asleep, and it goes.
And you're giggling.
And then, well, first of all, yeah,
Everybody
everybody.
was still asleep.
Well,
Didn't
everybody in the theater was giggling also because
Yeah.
this is silly as shit.
But you're like little monster giggling. Like
Yeah.
this is where the gremlin part
Like
basically
the
comes
evil
in.
child.
Yeah,
laugh.
but it was great because the chain was like, "Hey guys, I'm here. Hey, wake
Yeah,
up,
it starts
wake
moving
up,
around.
jingle
Yeah, it
jingle."
starts shaking until. Luckily, only the fat kid woke up
Yeah, you know.
because it would have been bad if
Yeah.
somebody else woke up because
Like
they would
the
have had.
baby or the dog.
Yeah, the
or-
baby or the dog would have had better judgment than this fucking fat kid. Anyway, so he's like, "Whoa!"
Hashtag no fat shaming.
Yeah, hashtag no fat shaming.
We're only doing this is because that's basically his characteristic.
Yes.
It's stupid.
That's what he does.
They did
Does he
that
say
on
a word in the whole movie?
No.
No.
He doesn't say a word in the entire movie.
That's his thing. He's like this
Wait,
kid
yeah,
who
I
goes,
feel like he did.
No, he did
No, he
No,
just
he did
blankly
not.
stares.
He just-
Okay, he screams.
Oh yeah, he
When he
does
gets
scream.
pulled-
Is that a word? No, it's
Oh
not. a
no,
word.
he
Is that
didn't.
a
I was
word?
gonna say when he was
No,
like
that's
looking at the.
Report this
making
in.
sounds
Report this in. The
with your
judge from West Germany says that's not a word. So not a word. Anyways, continue.
Anyway, so being the perfect character that he is, he just walks up to the gingerbread dude and takes a bite. And then Shrek took over. You want to explain what happens right at that point?
Well, at that point, it's like, oh! It's like this, like, really weird CGI gingerbread man.
Yeah. And
The
that
kid's like dumbfounded.
it's like dumbfounded and stands there and lets the gingerbread man go. Woo! And he starts like wrapping around him with the chain.
And I think at this point he's still
Like the Pillsbury
contemplating
Doughboy.
finishing off the gingerbread.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, "What's going on? I'm still hungry."
Can I eat this chain that's around me?
Yeah.
It looks like licorice.
Chocolate covered.
Well, luckily, this wakes up the whole family, and what happens is the kid starts getting yanked, and they're like, ah! So mom grabs, and then another set of two people grab her legs, and then another end of the day, kid gets taken.
Up
Yeah.
the chimney.
Everybody falls back.
And I think this is like the halfway point at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're probably about halfway into the movie right now.
I would like to brag that this is halfway through, because this movie was so fucking slow at
Yeah.
that point. I was just bored, like,
Oh,
gear me.
you want to get to Cousin Eddie and the snowman? We haven't talked about. The
I did.
snowman.
I said something about what about the creepy ass snowman
Oh, yeah.
outside? They kept multiplying. Did you notice?
Yeah.
I don't think it was that they were multiplying.
They
think,
did, they
I think they
multiplied.
were making snowmen for every person they took.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
Because then, right after the kid got taken,
It
there
was
was a
the
little small
image.
one.
He,
It was
he's
the-
yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
cousin Eddie character runs out and he's like about to like get his son back because he's just had enough.
Yeah.
And then there's a snowman with like his kid's face on it,
Yeah. and
like
he's
they're taunting him.
Oh.
I think by this time they gave up.
So
on
that's
being
when they
part of it.
decide to stop. They're like, okay, we're gonna keep the house nice and fortified, and then Grandma goes into a little bit of a story.
Yeah, story time.
I don't. Yeah, we're at this point.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
this is
It's like,
where she realizes, well,
This
this
is my
happened to
fault.
me
Yeah.
also.
So who done it?
So yeah, Grandma's like, it goes into Nightmare Before Christmas animation, and she,
yeah.
That's
Tim
like,
Burton
why?
style
yeah,
animation.
Tim Burton style animation to tell us that she didn't like her family because they were
ruining Christmas.
ruining Christmas.
like
so
everyone else
so
in
then
town.
she did an act like ripping up the letter. She threw a stuffed animal Santa into the fire, and then the
Krampus.
fire activated Krampus. So what did Krampus do? He took her parents and then left her a little tiny nice ornament that
Left
said,
her alive, saying, "This is what you wanted because you wanted your family gone."
because she lost the spirit of Christmas.
Great motive for your kids. Take them out there, show them to love Santa for the rest of their lives.
This is where you say, hey, Grandma, you want to say something? Did you want to say something before now? Instead, you're just letting the whole family die? You could have, like, stopped this or something, but instead you just want to, like, speak to
At
them
least
in the
give them
background.
a heads up so they make
Yeah, you know.
smarter moves.
Yeah, be like, give a crap about Christmas, guys.
Well, then the Aunt Bertha one line, or not Aunt Berta, Aunt Berta one liner. So we're fucked, right? And Grandma's just like, yeah. So just
Yeah,
casually.
I think that was...
That was fun.
Yeah.
Why didn't she tell anybody that this was gonna happen?
Because they made it quite aware that she knew what was going on early on, but just didn't.
Yeah, because she was just being secretive, and
Yes,
then some characters are like,
She showed like no emotion. She's just like, I'm keeping it.
Because when she said keep the fire lit, she was like very like
Stern about it.
Yeah.
It's like no explanation why.
It's like great.
I mean, obviously the power's out. You want to keep the house warm. I mean, motherly instincts and all that. But like, she was just like, you must keep the fire lit, or else.
Or else we'll all die.
Yeah. Oh wait, you're already sentenced to death, no matter what.
Okay, so that's great. So she tells the story, and everybody's like, "Oh, poor grandma." But then
She's hallucinating.
So from there, basically what happens is the kids had to go to the bathroom or something, so they kind of do the buddy system. Because at this point,
This is Cousin Eddie's kids, by the way.
yeah, there's the two twins.
Yeah, cousin Eddie has 2 twins. We haven't mentioned that they have 2 twins.
Are they twins?
Are they
One
twins?
set of
Yeah.
twins.
Yeah,
they're
they're
twins.
one set of twins. They're just not. What are the identical? twins?
Identical, yeah.
Yeah, they're
Fraternal.
Yeah, there you go.
So they go and explore, and they hear Beth upstairs in the attic. Like, oh my God, Beth, what the fuck have you been doing up there this entire time? So they go up there.
Just painting my nails.
They're smart.
Yeah.
This is where the fun happens.
Didn't he
This
say
is where I grinned at the entire film
Oh, this
because
is funny. Even I laughed.
oh,
There's-
this is
that was
funny.
just-
Multiple stages to this movie.
Okay.
It was like I was like going through the cycles of death, where each part of the movie had different feelings and how I was taking the movie. Until like the trailer, like the end credits, and it was just acceptance.
She's just like,
I just accepted
it's
what
like
I just
I
watched.
deserved this for paying for this
Because
movie.
it was
Yeah.
surprise for the fact that the movie was good, and then there was just boredom and disappointment because nothing happened, and then just sheer excitement because this is the part of the movie where it just gets hilarious,
Oh,
Yeah.
like amazing.
Oh, this
I'll
is.
tell you about the other part, but sorry, Brian. There's one quick setup thing.
Go for it.
The DHL guy was there in the first place because he dropped off a bunch of presents.
Oh,
There was a big sack of presents that he drops off.
Forgot about
Yep, I thought about it when I realized why the hell would this should be in the attic for no reason.
Why was
but-
it in the attic? How do you even
cousin,
get
Eddie,
It's odd.
cousin Eddie's wife took it up there.
Did she?
But
Yeah,
why?
'cause she
But
wanted-
why?
She
Really?
wanted to re-rep.
Well,
She
no,
would
yeah,
probably-
because okay, tree
Christmas
catches on
tree,
fire,
yeah.
just like National Lampoon. Tree catches on fire. Yeah, this is when
Oh,
Fat
the
Kid was getting taken.
Fat
up
kid was getting taken off. Fucking spoiler-in-law
Mom
gets
gets-
kicked out. Get tree on fire.
Yeah, exactly. But the package, huge ass package of presents, isn't hurt. But she takes a couple of the burnt ones that she can rewrap and takes them up to rewrap them. So she thinks that there's some damaged presents in the big bag. There aren't. But basically, she strews out all the presents and continue with what's going on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, this is when everything gets super fun. So, the kids go up to... They go up to the attic because they think they hear Beth. The 2 twins. What
Cuts
else?
It didn't even sound like
downstairs,
her.
Goes downstairs.
screaming. So all the adults are like, "Oh God, oh God!" Who was supposed to be watching the kids, and of course,
And Bertha.
bitch aunt, drunk aunt is like, "Oh,
They
They
had
went
to
to
go
the
to the
bathroom,
bathroom.
so I just let him go.
What, do you think I'm going to stop them? Those are her words.
Yeah.
So what happens is they kind of like they split into 2 groups. Cousin Eddie starts walking towards the kitchen with his pump action shotgun, and because they're rednecks, that's why they have the guns in the first place. Just perfect. It's just like Zombieland. And then the what is it? Ben Wyatt and his wife and Linda, who is
follow
that's the name of Cousin Eddie's wife, right?
Linda."
Yeah, I thought it was Linda.
Something like that.
That sounds
Okay.
like it.
Yeah.
We'll just call her Linda.
The
even if
3
it's
of
not.
them go upstairs. So then everything gets fun. What happens is all the presents burst open and they're
The toys
Toys
from
are
hell.
come to life.
demented hell toys.
It's like Gremlins.
That's
Gremlin
the
toys.
epitome
Yeah,
of the Gremlins.
yeah.
That's literally where I'm like, this is like Gremlins, but it's not as good as Gremlins. I'd rather be watching Gremlins
was-
right now.
So we get weird bat doll thing.
Angel Bat Doll
Angel
thing.
Bat-
Angel bat doll thing.
Chucky.
That's like
Ah!
And just flying around and doing a Gene Simmons impersonation.
oh yeah.
Oh, that was horrible.
Oh yeah, with the tongue.
That
Actually,
was the
Gene
funniest
Simmons-
thing.
Gene Simmons is in this movie, but we haven't
Yes.
gotten to him.
Oh,
yet.
yes. Oh yeah.
Really? I didn't
yeah.
catch on.
Oh.
No, yeah, he was in the movie.
He was
We'll
definitely
see
in the
him.
movie.
We'll see him later.
It involved Grandma at the end. Yeah. Just we'll leave it at that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyways,
We'll get there. Spoilers within the spoilers.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's Angel Baby, and there's the part where it attacks Ben's wife, and it's fucking hilarious. The thing's just like all over like her face. And it was just funny.
It's just like a still shot. All you see is like the
Hey there.
tongue. You
Yeah, you just see the tongue just kind of goes like, boop. And so there's that.
Giant life-size Jack in the Box.
This is where we finally.
Monster thing.
This is where we finally see the Jack in the Box monster.
It has
thing.
like this hinged jaw thing where it goes and it just like, eats people.
It's like a centipede thing.
It had blinky eyes, and it was.
It looked hilarious.
It looked hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like
There-
a snake. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it was like a big snake,
That's what
and
I
the thing
thought
was
that
it ate the
snake
kids,
thing was.
and when you see it, it's reveals it's like. And
the
then like
foot's going
the
down.
feet of like the two like one of the twins is just going in. It's-
It was really disturbing.
Yeah, it was a little creepy. I mean,
It was creepy. It was really.
It wasn't
creepy.
scary. It was just kind
Yeah.
of like, ugh.
I liked your face. I looked over your face. You're like,
Like what is this?
you look
So,
terrified. I was
there's-
like laughing.
2 more toys that were like attacking them.
Oh, yeah.
It's Demented Care Bear.
Demented
I
Care Bear.
forgot about Demented Care Bear. There's Demented Care Bear.
Yeah. Oh.
Razor sharp teeth. And
Yeah, it's
attacks.
just like just a teddy bear
It
with
wasn't
razor
even
sharp
scary.
teeth.
I think it was
It
like
was
out of
funny.
nowhere. They were just like the bear, and then just like the bear.
Yeah,
just
there's
like,
it was just like
it's like Freddy Fazbear coming at you.
I looked down and I heard the bear, and I looked up, and then all of a sudden there was the bear there. Well, okay.
yeah. I was gonna say you were talking to me about something, and then all of a sudden it just like showed up on screen out of nowhere, and I was like, he's gonna think that's fucking hilarious. And it was.
And then the last, but not
And then
least of the toys,
It was Small Soldier's
yeah,
toy.
Yeah, this little Saltatron thing. Like,
Yeah, it was like a transformer
Yeah.
with knives.
yeah.
That was it. It was just a transformer with knives.
Kept poking him in the back.
Meanwhile, they're fighting this thing. They're like with like a hatchet, and like just
Meanwhile.
punching
The
it.
one
I
with
don't
the
know.
pistol, whatever.
Yeah, they had a pistol, but he wasn't really doing anything with the pistol yet.
Like, yeah.
Wife saves him at the end.
And then he
Right.
looks at her like,
Cuckoo.
Me,
you know how to shoot a gun?
Yeah. It's just
Like, it was
complete-
just his moment.
never-
It was like a minute. They're just like looking at each
Looking,
other. It's
like-
like,
but
She's
it's
like,
never
what?
explained.
Yeah, she's
There's
just like
never-
yeah, well, okay.
happens, you know.
It doesn't matter.
Don't be
you know,
sexist.
Adrenaline takes over. You're gonna know how to fire a gun.
Yeah.
I'll excuse it. It wasn't like a fucking assault rifle. It was just a pistol. Big deal.
Meanwhile, downstairs,
Meanwhile,
cousin
downstairs.
Eddie is just in the kitchen for some reason.
Oh my god.
I don't remember why.
oh, he
didn't
was
go
like
up.
looking
Yeah.
for the.
Yeah,
he was looking for something.
He heard something in the
Yeah.
kitchen.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
heard.
And it was good.
So he
Oh,
goes in
yeah.
the kitchen and Shrek times 3 comes out.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of gingerbread men in
Yeah.
the gingerbread house.
That's all you
Yeah.
hear. And he's like,
And they have like a nail gun or something.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
they
they
were
get-
like shooting the
They
nails
shoot
at
him with a nail gun because the 3 of them can successfully hold up this nail gun, so they start shooting at him, and he finds
A cutting board.
It's a
Yeah.
cutting
It's
board.
a cutting board. And
For like a shield, and he's sitting there and his leg is jacked
Thin
up.
Yeah,
fucking cutting
yeah.
board. Nails went that far through it.
well,
Oh, the cutting
It
board I
was-
have
it
is like this thick.
Yeah.
But like the nails were like pew, pew, right
yeah,
through.
yeah,
it.
right through the cutting board.
He mostly solves this issue by shooting the lamp. That was just like a
Oh yeah,
gas
the lamp was like fire explode.
Yeah.
Boom!
So,
Michael
yeah.
Bay.
Yeah, he catches them all on fire, and then
One survives, tries to kill him with a candy cane.
2 of them
And-
survive.
Oh, yeah. 2 of them survives. He
He
blows
shoots
the
in
one.
midair.
shoots one, and then
The
the
dog.
one's
dog
one of them.
comes
Yeah.
up and eats it.
Yeah, his dog just is like,
He's just like,
does what dogs does. Dogs what dogs do. Yes.
yeah.
Did dog?
The dog didn't do
yeah.
shit the whole movie, and then it was just like it would ran away from everything.
No, it did other things.
Oh,
What did it do?
It got,
Because
Like, ran away.
immediately after that,
Yeah.
they sent the dog in the vent to attack.
Oh, that
the
was
guys.
later on.
No, that was
Well,
immediately
that was-
after.
I mean,
I'm talking
this is
up
after
until this
everybody.
point.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has now regrouped downstairs, but they saved one of the twins.
One of the twins.
the
yeah.
one of the twins.
One of the
Which
twins
was
made it.
weird. Why was she just?
Yeah, she was just chilling on the ground.
laying there covered in
Spit
goo.
her out.
It's like the thing, like, oh, she tastes funny.
She was just laying on the ground
covered
covered
in
in
mucus.
Yeah,
Slop.
yeah.
That was nasty.
goop.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, she makes it. So they get everybody downstairs, and they're like, "Oh, well, we're," and then they.
The kid Max is like, I got an idea. Removes the vent, sends the dog in,
Yeah.
expecting.
It's like,
The Jack in the Box
Go
snake
Fido.
thing is in
Yeah,
the
it's in the
vent.
vents.
and keep in mind, this isn't like a German Shepherd or a Doberman. This
It's
is
a
like some
small
English
bulldog.
bulldog that's just like, let me get him. Let me get him.
Chubby ball of
Yeah.
Slaughtering
dog.
stupid.
Oh my god.
No.
It's the movie Snot. except it's just a
Yeah.
bulldog.
Except it's not annoying or anything. It's just
It's
a
just
dog.
cool.
It's just a
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, it's just a dog that's there. It acted like a dog. Yeah, good job, dog.
Good job, Doge.
You're a believable character.
Best actor.
Most
Best actor goes to Rosie the
believable
dog.
character.
yeah.
Well, it sends a dog in the vents, and dog doesn't make it, right?
Yeah,
Dog. Well,
Dog.
No.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, the dog. We think the dog makes it. We
Oh.
never see the dog again. Bottom line.
No, the dog is dead.
So
and
yeah,
I'll
we
tell you
assume
why.
the dog gets
The dog,
Jack in the
you
Box.
hear a crunching sound, and then you hear like the dog scream, but then the Jack in the Box falls through the roof for like no reason.
He got too fat for the ceiling vents and whatnot.
Yeah, so yeah, he eats a dog and he falls through. And then what are they doing? They're all standing around.
They shoot it.
They're about to shoot it, but then
Bertha.
Bertha
No.
gets taken by the elves.
No.
Bertha
Bat
has
from
the
hell.
shirt.
Bat from hell comes from.
Bat
from
Hell. Bat from
Ruben
She
Hell.
Scott.
starts shooting all the toys.
Okay.
Angel Bat and Demented Teddy Bear come back
Yeah,
for no reason.
everything just comes back because
Downstairs.
And they
Yeah.
fight it, but then Bertha gets a shotgun and is like, Merry fucking Christmas, and just starts shooting everyone. Not everyone, but every monster.
bad toy. And well, the teddy bear didn't make it, so at least one of the bad guys did die. Teddy bear got his head blown. Oh, and the gingerbread people. Those are the two that died. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Got
angel
wrecked.
bat, yeah.
So they finish off the other toys, and it's just the Jack in the Box, and they're gonna blow its head off, and then elves come into play
Yeah.
because elves.
Those things
Oh
are just
no,
like,
Grandma, the elves.
Yeah, the elves. Like,
yeah,
she
she
just
just like,
stops. The elves.
So I was like, we didn't see any elves in the flashback, lady. Where are you like bringing them from?
Yeah, exactly. Like, well, I mean, they were probably like,
They
going
didn't
to the
even
house and
look
whatnot.
like.
Well, right
elves.
before Krampus winked at her in the Tim Burton scene, there were elves in the background.
It was like a army of Quasimodos decided to
Yeah.
yeah,
go
with
to a
weird ass
masquerade
masks
ball.
on.
Yeah, they all had masks.
That was freaking creepy.
Yeah.
Not really.
Not really.
I'll argue. You
I
can
don't
know.
say
Yeah,
it's creepy.
It was funny, but it was creepy. It was,
Yeah, well, it's like if you have a fear of baby dolls, you're gonna be freaked out by
yeah,
this.
that's why I
It's just 'cause-
said
yeah.
if you're afraid of like that kind of
I
stuff,
guess
like, it was
the
creepy.
porcelain face mask is like the creepy part of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like same with what was the movie where there were no rules and they all ran around with masks? Purge. Oh,
Purge.
yeah. Stuff like that.
Anyway, they decided to take somebody, right?
They took Bertha.
They took Bertha.
Oh,
They
yeah.
chained her up.
Yeah,
and,
they
like,
chain up
pulled her out
Bertha
the
and they
window.
take
And then
Bertha.
cousin Eddie was like, "Nope, not having."
He
it."
was like, nope, not having it. So then he jumps on Jack in the Box and then he flies away with
So
Jack
that's
in the
two
Box.
characters dead in literally like
A minute.
1 minute.
Not even.
And
Maybe
then
less.
Krampus decides time to calm down the chimney.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he decides time to come down the chimney. And everybody's like, okay, well, we're gonna get out of here because this is hitting the fan quick now.
Yeah.
So they're like, we're
Walls
gonna
been
leave.
breached.
But Grandma stays because she has to confront Krampus because
Facing your fears is what's good.
Because
to save
To
her
save
family.
the rest, to distract it, I guess. I don't know.
There really was no point.
It was
She got taken by Krampus.
yeah. She got taken by Krampus, but
He
I
opened
think
the bag and
This
she
is
it
where-
was
sucked in
it
by
was
the
set
rest
up
of
so
No,
she
she got
could play
attacked by
hero.
the
Yeah.
yeah, so she could be like,
She could play hero, buy them time, and maybe confront her animosity and
And
fears
out
about.
comes Gene Simmons.
and then Gene Simmons gets down.
Gene Simmons,
Gene
Krampus
Simmons.
comes down, and he looks like methed out Gandalf.
Oh God.
He
Yeah.
comes out and he's like, "Oh, you're a sexy young lady. Let
Yeah.
me give you a kiss."
with the tongue.
Yeah. Well, once
It's
again,
really
with the
weird.
elongated
Yeah.
tongues in this movie, really not sure where that's coming from.
Yeah, it's
but
like the
multiple
same
characters.
angel death bird type
Yeah.
tongue. It was weird.
I feel like
What?
there's a lot of personal issues worked out with this movie.
Oh.
Whatever happens, opens the bag. Grandma either falls into bag or bag attacks Grandma out.
We don't know. She just
Grandma's
disappears.
done.
She's done.
Grandma's dumb.
Yeah.
Dumb jump scare.
Yep.
The whole time this is happening, by the way, they're like,
Getting dressed to go outside or something.
well, they've gotten outside and they're
Yeah, they're
like,
already outside.
open the door. And but by this point, the elves blew out a hole in the window, and
There's
the
just a
entire
giant
time
chunk
I'm
of the building.
Keep
that's-
in mind, it's like living room, door to go outside.
yeah.
Hole in the
So
living
I'm
room.
looking around, saying aloud in the theater, window. Like they're like freaking out with the door, and then hilariously Ben White says window, and then they're like,
Yeah, Cousin Eddie is like, bright idea, or no, not
Cousin
he's
Eddie's
gone.
Not the,
Yeah.
yeah, Ben White.
but he says that, and then the kid is just like, no, she's gone, and then they just like run away
Yeah, whoops.
after he thinks about the window.
Their plan this entire time is to find the snowplow that we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
That's still mostly in contact.
Yeah.
And use it to basically get help.
Yeah.
So basically, when they're outside, that's what they're trying to do.
I'm gonna mention a problem I have with the dump truck or the snowplow later, but we'll talk about that.
Okay, we'll go there.
Yeah.
So our plan is to get there. How are they gonna get there? Holding hands and walking slow.
Yeah.
So they do that for like about a minute, and then they realize they're screwed.
Snakes.
or whatever.
Ben Wyatt is like, "Go, I'll stop them," and he has a shotgun, and then he kind of
Bow.
He fires the shotgun 10 times
Which I was
without
like,
reloading.
That's why I was just like, he's got to be out of like.
Like I don't know what state you're from, but I mean.
I think what happened was Cousin Eddie says, I've got about, he says, like, I have a couple in the gun, 12 in my
He had a whole new.
Yeah.
in my shirt.
He had some in my pocket.
So yeah, before like they're shooting and then he's sitting in the house and he's reloading it. I don't think this shotgun could be holding 12 or 10 shells.
It's
at a
not the
time.
brekkie, or it's not the
It's
haymaker.
no unrealistic Call of Duty shotgun. It's just a regular pump action shotgun. Don't think it can hold that many shells. Whatever, we'll excuse it. He tries to shoot his way out. Doesn't happen. Sucks on him.
He did, yeah, and well, there's a cinematic moment where it's just like 30 seconds of him just, oh no, it's over, and then
Yeah.
whoop, gone.
"Hello, darkness, my old friend."
Yeah, exactly, and then gone.
So at that point,
They're at the truck.
it's
they're almost
cousin-
they're,
They say
they're approaching the
goodbye
truck.
or whatever.
it's cousin,
Mom and
mom,
son.
Linda, and
Yeah, it is
Max.
also.
Yeah.
Linda,
she's still
if
okay.
you didn't get the reference,
both,
because then he's
both
yeah.
other two adults get like sucked in immediately.
They just give up. They're like, okay, go.
Yeah,
on,
that's
try.
what
They're
happens.
kind of like, bye.
Yeah, they just
The mom just didn't even care. She's like,
No, she just
I
like,
shouldn't
yeah.
be a parental figure and maybe help them get to safety. I'm just gonna let these two brats get
Yeah.
their own way.
Yeah, so
to
they
safety.
basically the moms help them get into the truck and then get sucked
Which
out.
did nothing because.
Did nothing because then
The
the
elves
elves come and they steal the cousin.
Because the windows are down and the windows smashed out, so
Yeah,
it's like.
exactly. They break out both the windows and.
Well, the car wouldn't start. So.
Yeah. Oh, there's my problem. You got this big ass light running on here, so obviously the battery in the car works. Unless the gas is frozen, that car should.
They could have just did the.
Why didn't it turn on? Oh wait, horror movie. That's
Yeah.
why. Well, I mean,
I'm
they're
not
kids.
sure that the average person knows how to
I don't
hotwire
know how to
something,
hotwire something.
including probably like
Usually,
the 9-year-old kid.
What if the Eagle Scout was there though? Don't they teach you that in Eagle Scouts?
But he decided that the best way of survival is to stay back and shoot at the ground. That's how he was going to make it out of that alive.
Yeah.
Oh.
That
So
worked before.
after the cousin gets taken by the elves,
It's just the kid Max.
it's
and
Kid Max, and then they're just
They
like
leave.
they're just like whatever.
They don't want him.
They don't want him because it's the same thing with the grandma where
He
they-
made the wish.
Yeah, he made the wish, so he gets left.
To deal
And
with
they gave him
consequences.
the bell to say, "This is what happens when you're just a selfish little pissant." So-
a piss ant. Oh, that's a unique term.
So basically, he's like, "Well, I made a mistake.
Let me rectify that.
Well, let me rectify
Well,
that."
I made a mistake. Puts it a little away.
Yeah.
So he goes, "I made a mistake. I'm gonna run after Krampus and act like a little spoiled brat because
Not like a hero.
Well, yeah.
a spoiled hero."
How
Yeah.
in the Sam hell does that boy find Krampus and his sleigh of death
I don't
in the
remember.
middle of
He just
everything?
follows them because they just
Yeah.
kind of walk like really slow, and he's like, hey,
Then
let
they're
me
having
catch
like
up, guys.
The campfire posse thing where they're gonna
Oh, yeah.
sacrifice the cousin.
Oh yeah.
The giant Mountain Doom pit.
Yeah, that type of thing.
Yeah, so they open the ground, and then the kid comes up to Krampus, and he's like,
Defiantly saying,
please, I don't want.
"No,
No,
first
time
it was
out.
No, then
defiantly.
he's just like,
Time out. Hey, asshole!
Yeah, that is how we started it.
he's just like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, take me.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
So
Go on.
we're sitting there. I'm sitting there like, oh no! If Spirit or something like saves these characters, which he called,
I called several things. I'll talk about the other thing that happens, but I called the first thing that like goodwill and like just like he
Christmas
basically
spirit.
says, "Hey, take me instead," and he shows goodwill.
oh, it's just funny because he had like a tear rolling down his eye, and then Krampus was just like, oh, and that's what I was just like, oh, maybe things are gonna change around. And then Krampus was just like, nope.
Oh yeah, then everybody just starts laughing at him.
Yeah,
and then
the whole
and then
posse's just like, oh, that was
They
so
throw
they
everyone
laugh
in
at
the
him.
fire.
They throw the cousin in the fire, and they grab Max. And they drop him in the fire.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh,
And
Cut.
then
here's the
Two.
best part.
Max's bed.
Christmas morning.
We got to Max's bed, and Max wakes up, and he's like, "Oh, it's the 25th." He opens the little door thing,
And there's
And he goes downstairs, and everything's perfect.
and everything's perfect.
Everyone's alive, and that's what I called the second thing. I was like, everyone's gonna be okay by the end of the movie, even though it seems like everyone died.
Yep.
Well,
But
but
I couldn't have it so easy. I couldn't be 100% right.
so everything is happy hunky dory. My jaw's on the floor because I'm so pissed that they were about to throw
He just threw his hat.
It was a dream. They were this close to telling me it was a dream, and I was not gonna have that. Trust me.
No, this man like rewrites the movie like before it ends. He's like, no, we're not having a dream ending right now.
Like 95% of what I just saw was fictional. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing this today. So what happens is they're opening presents and it's all cute and it's funny, stereotypical. Like Cousin Eddie gave them a stuffed animal he shot. Well, Max gets a little present and it's a Krampus ball.
The
And then
Krampus bell that
Or a
says
bell,
something
yes.
Krampus on it.
And then Dad sees it.
Every-
Face goes.
And then everybody just
Mom
kind of goes.
sees it.
Oh, the parents were like,
And then you just hear random dialogue from the entire movie, just from what different people said throughout the night. So they're like, "Oh yeah, we remembered that there's a person called Krampus," and then it like zooms out more and more, and you realize that
You're in Krampus's den of hell.
yeah, and it's
well,
like
they're in a snow globe.
Oh, they're in a snow globe
Their
to
little
start, yeah.
property is in a snow globe.
so the entire like basically the ending is they're in like a purgatory snow globe thing.
For the rest of eternity to relive
Which
Christmas.
didn't seem so bad because at least they were happy.
Until they realized they were stuck in a snow globe. Actually, they probably didn't realize
Well,
that.
maybe they should get the fuck up.
Those are probably all the people that have summoned him.
Yeah,
That's-
that's probably the gist of it.
Yeah.
Everyone who decided that it'd be a good idea to sacrifice themselves, so that's like, yeah.
That's when I was just like, what? I don't.
Here's the pit of hell for you people who didn't sacrifice for yourself, and here's the less bad pit
What
of hell
I
for the
think
people who
happened
did.
is the snow globe is where he puts specific family members. So then they would be stuck in the snow globe, but since he sacrificed himself, everything seemed normal.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't give this movie that
So
much
wait,
credit.
I'm
so
not
wait,
putting
does-
it up to
did-
interpretation.
I know. Well, now we're just like, well, did Grandma?
Now
get
we're
in a
listening.
snow globe?
Regardless-
Oh.
Did Grandma get in a snow globe?
Regardless,
Grandma's probably been in a stumble.
regardless, it was a stupid cop out ending, and
It
may
was
God have
stupid.
mercy on whoever wrote this.
It
movie.
was a
So-
stupid cop out movie.
I mean,
so
I-
back to my
yeah.
several stages of movie watching experience. It was surprised that this movie had a good intro.
Surprise
Yeah.
excitement.
Happy, like expecting good things from this movie because the movie played
It did blow up
decently.
a little bit.
Yeah, it played like an actual movie and it was decent going into the movie. And then when Krampus came, it was like, oh no, this looks really bad. And then it kind of goes down for a little bit, but then it skyrockets back up because I was like, this might be a great movie to just laugh at, like
Yeah,
a
it
good bad
was.
movie because of just the ridiculous monsters and
Shrek.
everything. Yeah, because Shrek and everything like that.
Can I say something about the lady in the gas station that we saw before?
That's true.
We stopped at this gas station to get candy, and what did you say, Brian? You said something about,
She
yeah,
asked-
we're gonna go see Krampus, and then she just looks and she's like,
She starts
that
laughing.
looks like it's gonna be funny.
Oh yeah,
She
yeah.
starts laughing.
So this lady who has probably no intentions to see the movie is just like, oh, that looks like it's gonna be funny. So
And
that
then
just tells
I
you what
just
this is
turn
gonna be
around
like.
and I'm like, oh my god, this is
Yeah.
Well, at least she knew.
yeah,
Finish off.
She
your-
tried to warn us.
Finish off your feelings.
So
yeah.
So then it was like really funny, and then the ending happened, and just straight bottom where I was just angry. I still am angry.
Oh, you were pissed when we were leaving the movie theater.
And
Mhm.
after I kind of sat there and the credits were rolling, I was sitting there. I accepted the fact that this is what it looked like.
This is what
I don't know why I was upset at the movie. I mean, this is pretty much what I saw coming. It's just the intro lied to me and made me have false hope. This is a full circle movie because the movie talks about hope and goodwill and stuff, and the kid has his hope and goodwill just ripped out of him, destroyed. Christmas is ruined. This movie ruined Christmas for me this year, essentially.
Oh,
No.
Just done.
No.
We can't have that.
It's okay.
But I felt like it was
Tyler.
so nice. Like the Christmas spirit was in the family until they realized that Krampus still has them in their clutches, just fucking with them.
And that's what's gonna happen. We'll go home. I'm gonna celebrate Christmas with my family. We'll be happy. But in the back of my head, I'm gonna realize
I'm
I
in a
saw
snow globe.
Krampus this year,
They'd be like, I'm
in a snow globe.
I'm
I
in a
don't
snow
even know.
globe. We're all in a snow globe right now.
I actually brought that up in the car, like, you know what, maybe we're all in a snow globe right now.
You never know.
It's foggy as hell out right now.
It's
Oh,
foggy.
from-
It's foggy.
It's creepy.
Bottom line, where I would probably rate this movie is
Rotten Tomatoes.
better. No, it's
No.
better than Unfriended.
Okay.
Well, we called that before.
That's a step.
I
in
haven't
the
seen
Yeah,
it, but
I
you guys
mean,
called it before we went.
It's better than Unfriended and Paul Blart
Which is
Mall
not
Cop
saying
2.
much,
Like,
but
I mean, obviously, it's bar set pretty low. It's, I was bored a lot of the time. Not scary, first of all. Not fucking scary at all.
That was so. I'm a girl, so.
well, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
So
Some of the stuff was just creepy, I guess. Maybe I wouldn't say I was scared.
The one
but it
thing
was
that
just
kind
like-
of threw me for a loop is why was there a stabbed gingerbread man in the boyfriend's house? Like,
I don't get it
Why
because
was the boyfriend's house get fucked with?
I don't get it because
that's where Beth
That's
was.
yeah.
Oh no, actually she,
She
made
didn't
it.
make
she
it.
didn't make
That's
it.
true.
We
She
watched
never
her
made
not
it.
make
What
it.
the hell?
So for some reason
He
they.
just got everyone's house.
Why were the
Yeah, why did people who didn't deserve to be Krampus get Krampus?
Because
What
he takes everything.
But
But they didn't deserve it.
So you're telling me when
None of the rest of the family
But
deserved
listen,
it either.
But listen, little old grandma's family back in World War II when she wanted the bread, and the townspeople didn't get murdered.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Krampus
so-
was just like, do
So,
your
with
parents
that
are
logic-
dead.
Yeah, but now that you
with
say
that
something about-
logic, does the kid really just want those two people gone too? It's like I don't really like this delivery guy. I just want him gone.
Yeah, this guy gave me a weird look the last time he came and delivered a package to my
Oh,
place.
I know why the knife was because the people who were in the house were trying to probably defend themselves.
No, 'cause
But
the
why
thing-
would he have come in?
I don't know. When I first saw it, I
He
thought
was just-
Krampus did it, and then I'm like, no, that's Krampus's
And
minion. Like, why would
There's
he do
that, and there's the fact that that wouldn't have killed the gingerbread man. So
Yeah.
why wasn't he?
I
in
don't
He
it?
just
know.
would have been like,
It did,
Yeah.
didn't it?
well,
It came back to life.
no, not
But
that.
not that
Not
one.
that one.
That one didn't
Oh.
come back to life.
Yeah, but I mean, I
It's
was
not
just-
like a gingerbread man came like running back to the house with a knife and
No.
peeling it. Like,
I don't know. That was kind of just pointless.
Yeah.
there's a
Regardless,
lot of pointless in this.
regardless, this movie happened, and I just have to take my days day by day now and just accept the fact that I saw Krampus, and I actually had hope that it was good, but it wasn't. Which makes
Only-
me.
I was gonna
I'm
say,
the biggest sucker in this.
Only
I
when
had
you
hope.
were in the movie did you think it was good. We had no thought that this would be good like before.
I mean,
did you?
The
No, I
saying,
didn't.
Okay.
The saying for
See.
the movie before we
I
came there was
expected
cramp
this-
ass, so like a cramp in the ass.
This
so
movie's crap ass.
Crap ass.
crap ass,
Cramp
crap ass,
ass.
cramp ass. Yeah, you can make the jokes whenever you want.
So
It's in the title.
Yeah.
I don't know where else to go with this.
In conclusion, this movie is bad.
Well, if you want to laugh
In
at it, it's
conclusion, go on YouTube when this movie comes out and literally look for like the specific scenes we're talking about
Yeah.
because the rest of the movie isn't worth your time.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
not worth sifting through.
Basically, wait until
septic.
January 1st when it's not in theaters anymore because, you know, holidays are over and whatnot, and just look it up on YouTube. Download it for free online. Don't do it illegally.
No.
That's it?
Download
No. Your computer does not need that much space taken by
By-
fucking crap ass.
Plus, as bad as this movie is, I
Damn.
can't condone stealing from.
yeah,
That's
really.
true. No, like, why Universal? Why?
I would-
And Legendary. Why?
I would be okay with you looking this up on YouTube or something. I would not
Those are
take the
two
movie.
big movie companies.
Don't rent
that
it.
just-
Don't buy it. Don't
Even
see
spend
it.
money. Don't,
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
just,
spend money.
just
Don't.
YouTube clips.
I was at least-
Somebody has walked into a theater with a camera looking at the movie already. If you want to see something funny, you probably see it that way.
Yeah.
Just don't see this movie. Whatever you do.
We
Just
wish
don't-
you a Merry Christmas.
don't do it.
We
It's
wish you
not-
a Merry Christmas.
I am.
All the cheesy music,
Yeah.
the Christmas music that they threw in there.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
It was-
It's a Christmas movie.
I know.
What else would they play?
I know, but it was funny
From
because
Who the Bells Toll from Metallica.
hey, it involves bells.
Are they gonna play Duran Duran?
I mean, I think from Who the Bell Tolls, like when Krampus was coming down the chimney.
I think I would have
But-
probably walked out of the movie theater. if
Yeah.
that happened.
But like when
I would
when
refuse.
Cousin Eddie was asleep, I was just thinking, all is come not for long.
I would say there was actually one point where it was planned that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was planned
Yeah.
that when like
When
towards
they're
the
all
end
asleep.
of everybody
Oh.
getting dead.
Uh-huh.
They were playing that, and I was like, oh.
Stereotypical Christmas music, but I mean, of course it's a Christmas movie. It's gonna have Christmas music, but they played it at times that it
Shouldn't
didn't
have been.
need to be
It was,
played.
yeah.
It just made it worse, cheesy. So, yeah.
It's just ironic for the situation.
If you want, I would say just like get in the theater for like the first 3 minutes and then just leave.
Actually, I retract everything. If you want to watch a good horror Christmas movie, Silent Night, Deadly Night, or Gremlins. 2 movies I would fully recommend as a good horror Christmas movie.
Grandma's is a Christmas movie?
Well,
It happens during Christmas. It's the same thing as Home Alone being a Christmas movie.
Oh.
Okay.
It happens during Christmas.
I've seen
It's-
it like once.
I think.
Gremlins
I've never
are-
seen Gremlins. So.
you need to watch it. We'll watch it when you come back. But ironically, it came out in July, but it is like set in Christmas, and there's a lot of themes of
I
Christmas.
want to give you hope for Christmas. Gremlins. whatnot.
Just see the movie. Just see that instead of this, because it's essentially the same things happen almost, in the sense of little monsters going around destroying everything on Christmas, but it's way better, tenfold better. And
Yeah.
with that said, I don't think there's any other last thoughts between the 4 of us.
Just
No.
it'll leave, you,
I
it'll
was
leave you
just-
saying what the fuck at the end.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
literally,
what I
the
said.
fuck.
What the fuck? Probably
Yeah.
3 times as I was leaving the theater.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So,
Just shaking my head.
unless there's something that comes out between
Now and the boy.
the boy, we will
The
probably
boy.
see the boy
The
and
boy.
talk about it. Cause
Oh,
that
are you gonna
looks like
watch
a
Ride
gem.
Along too? We forgot to talk about
Oh
that trailer.
my
but
gosh.
Yeah, anyways.
I'm glad you remember
That
that,
was
now.
the-
I know. Ride Along, man.
It's a fuck you, it's January movie.
Yeah, really.
Yep.
That didn't have any laughs. The only laugh I got out of any of the trailers that was intentional was
Deadpool.
not really Deadpool, because I was just
Because you've
disappointed.
seen it like
yeah.
4 times. Disappointed it wasn't the R-rated trailer.
Yeah, that and the Barbershop 3 part where everyone's on the ground.
And the black.
And the guy's like, he's like, get on the ground. He's like, I'm too old to get on the ground. If I get down, I won't come back up.
Yeah, it'll take me too long to get back
Yeah.
up.
Thank you, Cedric the Entertainer.
Cedric the Entertainer is the man.
Still
And,
killing it.
yeah. So, well, that's it. So, bye.
Don't be Krampus.